Hi everybody, Jody Marketplace Boutique. Today I have something I never ever pass up. If nobody bought this, this would have gone just to donations somewhere or in the trash. Cross-stitch kind of crafty items. Never pass up crafts, especially since the big C. People are doing crafts. I'll show you what I got, where you can find how much they're worth. And even some comps to keep your eye out for things. So here I have these hoops, and these are good for any kind of quilting or embroidery. I used to use these once upon a time before I had 4 children, when I had time to do crafts. Here is a candle wick pillow. Here's the back. Look like they're partly done, but that's okay. You can still sell these as an incompleted project, and you'll want to know that they have been edited somehow. So this is another thing to keep your eye out for, these cute little pillows that you can embroider on your own. How cute is this? A little baby bib. So if you see the word ivory, I would definitely use the word cream instead. Don't use the word ivory. It's banned. The word is banned. It's a banned word. Beautiful Cruel embroidery. And this is a kit. I love birds. And I love embroidered pieces. If I had more time, I would finish this one myself. If you look on the bottom, you can see the date that it's made and where it comes from. I would also include that in your description. This is a vintage item. It's nice when they have the date. I'm glad they kept these in the bags. And here's another project. This looks like a tablecloth, or maybe pillowcase or a sheet. But you can still sell these partially made crafts and stuff. So here, let's dive into some Terapeak. This is Terapeak, where it is free on eBay if you have an eBay store, which is really nice. If you sell things on eBay, I would definitely get at least the lower package store, because it definitely pays for itself. You get free eBay supplies and all that good stuff. There's a lot of benefits to having a store, and it's just way easier. So here I typed in the Cruel kits vintage, and this is what pops up. As you can see, there are quite a few different kits on here, and if you see these prices, they are amazing. Vintage kits sell really well. I never ever turn these down. If I see them, I buy them. And usually I get them so cheap, and sometimes even free. So those are some prices. Okay, so let's dive into some things that you can sell. Keep your eye out for these. And this is a Dimensions Cruel embroidery kit Christmas stocking. Vintage Santa full of toys. Cute. Oh, I actually had some kits like this too, and you can put people's names on them. They're really neat, and they're handmade, and they make a really good gift. Okay, so stockings, keep your eye out for stockings, and you can see here what they look like. They're like in a package. They look like embroidery, and they'll have a bunch of threads like this in the back. Some of them come with the fabric, some of them do not. The ones I used to buy did not, and they did not have, as you can see, these little dots. Some of them just come with a pattern and you get your own fabric. So this one's actually a really nice one because it comes with absolutely everything. Oh, that's neat. I've never even seen one that actually had the lines where to put them. I guess this is because it's Cruel, and I have not done Cruel, so that's neat. How easy is that? That makes it super easy, and that might even be less time to do than cross stitch. Here's another Cruel. This is a vintage Reseller Garden Cruel embroidery kit, and this sold for $200. I absolutely hate the colors on these. Ooh, that's brutal. It looks like it's straight out of the 70s. Okay, I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. Even if it's ugly colors, it will still sell. And that's my own opinion, and that's not the opinion of other people, like the person that bought it twice. Okay, Kiss the Cook Vintage Stitchery Embroidered Kit, Needles, Treasures. So here's an embroidery kit. And sometimes you can also find these that are half done or even done. These are nice because you can frame them or sell them on eBay without the frame, and somebody will buy them and put them in their own frames. So, and also you can find frames very easily. If you go to a thrift store, they're usually like under $1. Although I haven't been having good luck at Goodwill lately. I just find their prices are really high, by me anyway. They might not be by you, which is great if they're not. I tend to go to like community thrift stores, ones that support like charity places. Those are great. And it gives back to the community, which is nice. So here I typed in Cruel Vintage, and this is what pops up. And as you can see, there are a lot of different items that are Cruel. So here you've got like an area rug, and let's see what else they have here. A bedspread, a quilt, here's a jacket. It's that stitching design that is really sought after and can fetch a lot of money, so don't turn those things away. Okay, so here's a vintage mushroom Cruel cross stitch embroidery framed, and my mom actually did this one. And she actually made matching curtains to go with our living room. Can you believe that? This sold for $203.47. Amazing! Oh, here it's signed on the back. That's neat. 1980. I was gonna say, she did it in the 80s. That's right on there. So if you see something like this, especially mushrooms, for some reason, mushrooms sell really well. It's straight out of the 70s, 80s, you know, those early 80s. People want the nostalgia of their childhood, I think. Here is a vintage framed sunflowers art, and it's a great idea to put the name of the designer. I think that's great. And this is embroidery. They didn't even finish like the whole sentence. And they still got a $275. Awesome. Somebody just alerted me to buy something at an auction, and they had some of these, and they were absolutely huge, and I didn't want to deal with them. Oh, this is huge too. Yeah. Oh. Now imagine how much time this took to make this, because every little stitch, as you can see, is hand done. And people really like that. People like the texture. It's on a nice like linen background, which is nice. Keep your eye out for embroidered and Cruel, and I would call this Cruel, not embroidered. You can find these out in the wild. Estate sales, garage sales. Now we have a quilt. So here's a vintage 48 States Birds Flowers quilt large. Cruel embroidered. Ooh, that's pretty. And let me tell you, this amount of work is worth every stinking penny. They put it on a photo frame. Oh, cool. That's actually a really good idea. Oh, I'm just learning something every day. This is why I love my job. I love selling things. I love learning. Oh, they did the states. What? Look at they did the states. Oh, this is amazing. So an offer was taken. I think it sold for around $400 if I remember seeing that right in the back tabs. If that was the one. So $400 if you find this at your local charity shop. This is something that is very common at shops like that. So keep your eye out. That's very neat. I love birds. That's very cool. And you can hang this in your home too on a rod. This might be displayed in somebody's house. Okay, so here we're going with embroidered baby vintage. Antique vintage Regency Georgian style embroidered baby dress, white cotton. I love the keywords here. Really good job. And this one was $120. An offer was taken. Totally worth it. Now, I'm kind of obsessed with stuff like this. I have some old dollies, as some of you might know. And I love things like this. I love like the pretty, creamy. I was definitely blessed with 3 little girls, and I dress them up every day. It was so much fun. Now they're adults. Yay. Look at the pretty lace on these. And here is the embroidery that somebody did. Beautiful. All that beautiful lace here, hand done. So this one was actually made and it's just vintage. Okay. Oh, hand embroidered. Okay, it looked hand done to me. I was like, oh no, I'm lying through this whole thing. I'm just telling a major fib. So this one was bought. Very nice. I love it. Love it. Love it. I might have to go searching after this. And another tip for listing things on eBay, I just want to share with you. They did an awesome job with this background. Now, you don't really have to have a nice background because I think nice things sell on their own. And sometimes you don't even have to have a picture. I have bought many things without even a picture. If it has a good description, you're good to go. This person displayed it very nice, even on a nice little hanger here. That was nice. So what I try to do, which I always don't, is take a picture, and if it's white, think contrast. What's contrasting of white? Black. So go opposite. And then you usually have a really good picture that turns out. And creams and whites look wonderful against black backgrounds. Okay, so here I want to also show you something that sells really well. And this sold for $183.99. And this is a vintage set of 4 sheer drapery, curtain panels, applique, floral, embroidered. Let's take a look here. And I also have a little story to share, which actually looks really similar to the ones I bought. Embroidery or Cruel items. Hopefully this person isn't listening either that bought from me, because a couple years ago I went to Big Lots. Yes, Big Lots. And I bought very cheaply some curtain panels. They do have very nice curtains there, I do have to say. Very similar curtain panels like this, but they had like a burgundy in them. It was like a couple sets, and I sold one piece at a time. And I made around $1,000 on those curtains. So keep your eye out. You don't have to go to expensive places. You can find them brand new. And I don't even think they were even a name brand. I just found them. I was going to use them in my own home. My husband thought they were hideous. So, so I decided just to sell them on eBay. I might have to go find some more of these. I mean, these are not anything special. These are just run-of-the-mill things that you could find. So I'm very shocked they sold for so much. I guess it just takes that right person. Okay, here's a vintage little girl's party dress, size 1, ivory pastels, embroidered flower circle. Okay, and it sold for $162.50. Oh, look it. See this little thing up here, the little hanger? I used to have these as a kid. I totally forgot about those. Those are straight from the 70s. Oh, look how cute they are. Oh, I forgot about those. I might have to get some of those. Oh, what is that? If they were selling one dress, I would never take photos of all dresses. Don't do that. Don't do that. Stick to one dress. This would have looked even better against a black background, but she sold it for a lot of money, so who cares? And somebody that knows what they're looking for is not going to care really what the photo looks like, so good job on selling that. I don't even know if there's a tag. I was looking for a tag. Okay, so now this is a very good photo, and this is exactly how I would have displayed it. And I learned this from another YouTube seller. Thank you so much. I'm learning as I go here with all of you on YouTube, which is fabulous. And they laid it out in a circle. So like if you plop it down straight down and kind of flare out the bottom, that shows how much the swing is. It just takes that really good picture. So that was fabulously displayed, I have to say, super fabulous. And if I get another girl's dress, I'm gonna totally list it like this. Okay, so now I just want to go to the metal embroidery hoops. So here we'll go to the metal embroidery hoops. This one sold for $100. I just want to show you the hoops sell very well. So when you're doing embroidery, these help tremendously. I've used them myself. And they're worth a lot more than I actually thought. So keep your eye out for those hoops, those vintage hoops. And a lot of them are wooden. And wooden hoops sell too. Okay, so here is a vintage 6-inch metal queen embroidery hoop with wheel adjustment, felt lined. And as you can see, it says queen on here now. These sell super well, super well. These sell really, really good. Oh, they have really nice photos too. Look at that. This one sold for $350. Wow. I was just offered to do a craft clean out. it was all vintage stuff. I probably should have took them up on it, but it's one of those things that if you do clean outs that big, because this was like a whole house of crafts. I kid you not, a house of crafts to the ceiling. And I'm just like, I don't think I could do that much work. This would take forever. You would probably need a semi truck. But if you have the capability of like a really big warehouse, you can clear out estates for almost nothing compared to what you're getting. Sell these things, you really don't have much overhead involved. Just a thought. There's a lot of estates being cleared out. A good place to find people like that too is Facebook Marketplace. People will post cleanouts on there, or auctioneers also have cleanouts, which I just helped with one yesterday. And then also when I scrolled up here, I just want to show you these really cool things. Look at these awesome things for sale. And those are the hoops. And look at how they have these displayed. This is making me want to take mine down and just keep them. But we can't keep the things that we sell to buy. That would be really naughty. I try not to do that. I just thought this was cool. So if you're into crafts and you have like one of your grandma's pieces that's super neat and special to you, look at how you could display them. And you can actually put them in a hoop and display them that way too. So I thought I'd just show you some goodies there. Hopefully that gives you some good ideas of what's out there, what to buy, what to keep your eye out for. Okay, everybody, I hope you have a fabulous day. Okay, I hope you enjoyed my little finds. And I hope that you find something that you can sell on eBay. Keep your eye out for those embroidery pieces and those cross-stitch kits. They sell really well. Have an awesome day. Bye! Oh, what on my nose? What you doing, Susan? Going for a walk?